up, everybody? It's your girl Sofia, aka Sophie, back here on Sophia's Football Talk for a live prediction preview for the conclusion or the end of the FIFA Women's World Cup as we are, just less than 2 days away from the final, which is going to be played between Spain and England, the Lionesses. Oh, I cannot wait. I will be doing a watch along for that, as I haven't done a watch along in a while. So I'm excited. I've been, trying my best to cover as much of the, Women's World Cup as possible. Of course, due to the time difference, it's been, not the easiest, but I'll say, I've had looking at the playlist, I've had quite a lot of content, whether it be just more short videos ahead of the game or after the game. At least my premise was to cover most of Norway's game until they got knocked out, and we've done that. And of course, some parts of the latter stages. And I'm definitely excited about this game. I did watch both of the semifinal games. I was kind of a bit, you know, worried that I was gonna miss probably the whole game of the Australia versus England. But no, we actually had like lunch at we had like a meeting at work, and during lunchtime I was able to watch the end of the game, and that was kind of where all of the stuff happened with England coming back, uh, you know, and then winning 3-1. But yeah, we'll talk about all of it. But before we do, make sure you give this video here, of course, a big thumbs up, and as well subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you like the vibe, then join the family, SFT family. We are on the road to 3K subscribers, which will be great to reach. We growing slowly but steady, creating a great community that I'm very proud of. It's supposed to be a safe space for everybody with banter, but we keep it respectful. So yeah, and also join the SFT membership. Link is in the description box. And lastly, I know my intros are always so long, but it is what it is. Lastly, though, we do have the Fantasy Premier League. I do have my own league, so code and link is in the description box. So yeah, let's just say it wasn't the best start for game week one. It was alright, but could have been better. But hey, do check it out. Do check it out. So let me say hi to everybody. Big up to Ensman TV. Subscribe to his channel. Show him some love. Bless up, bless up. Big up, Raul. Hope you're doing well. Raul says Spain have Putellas. Yes, they do. Alexia Putellas, who's won the Ballon d'Or before and whatnot, Barcelona star. Come on now, they do. But the thing is, though, there's actually another player that I think could be a even more of a key player for Spain. Salma. We will talk about her soon. Big up to Football Talk Podcast. Do show him some love and subscribe to his channel as well. The same with Eddie's Football Waffles. It's Big Up Sophia. Great tournament for the women's game so far, and you have covered it well. Thank you. I appreciate it, fam. I mean, I I I always keep it 100 with saying this has been a very good tournament. I've been utterly entertained. It's just sad that it's coming to an end. I wish we could see more, but hey, it's been great. It's broken, a lot of records for more people watching. The women's sport, female football, and I hope that they can just showcase that if you invest more, put more money, funds into the women's football, then hey, the sky's the limit. The sky's the limit. That's what I gather. And thank you. Big up Jordan. Do subscribe to the channel. Big up Nal. Hope you're doing well. Big up the United family. The World Cup has been very interesting. Yeah, I agree. I agree. And I think England are winning it. Yeah, we will see. We'll see. Big up to Ed. Afternoon. Hope you're doing well. So let's start. So obviously, wait, let me see. This is the third Women's World Cup I watched, and I've enjoyed this the most by far. Yes, I watched a lot more when I was younger. I remember then maybe not so much over past couple of years, but this one is probably the one that I watch throughout. Also the Euros I watch a lot, obviously due to the time. It was England. We were just an hour ahead, so I was able to watch almost all of the games. This one I watch everything that I was able to watch, basically. But yeah, I agree with you, Ed. I feel the same way. Really enjoyed this. Has definitely been the World Cup that I've enjoyed the most for sure. Big up to Coach Corner. Vamos España, he says. Do subscribe to this channel, show him some love. Okay, so obviously, um, it's gonna be the final between Spain and England. I think this is gonna be a very good final. The kickoff will be, for those of you who live in the UK, it will be, I believe, 11 a.m. So, a little bit earlier, but to be fair, it's okay. I mean, here in Norway, it will be like 12 p.m. So it's it's an okay type of kickoff. Not too early. Would have been nice during the day, but hey, it's fine. So we will of course be covering that. I know that there will be some Premier League games in around at that time, I believe. But that is going to be my first and foremost priority, especially as Man United it's not even playing that today; they're playing tomorrow. We will be doing a match preview for that later tonight. But now we're focusing on this game. So when it comes to, let's start off with maybe talking about Spain. So Spain, obviously, they had the semifinal. They played Sweden. Let's look at their way to the final. So this has been basically the knockout stages. So we see obviously Spain routes here has been of course Switzerland bossed them on, Netherlands did their thing, Sweden. I was able to watch that game and it was very much of an end-to-end game, but Spain was just more maybe on it at the latter stages of the last couple of minutes. It was a few. I feel like both with this game and also in the England Australia game, which we will talk about in a minute. A lot of the most exciting parts has kind of happened at the end, more at the last few minutes of the game. That's when it's kind of been um okay, dealt with. They are going to be going through and whatnot, if that makes sense. So with Spain, especially a player that I want to talk about, which I think needs, I know somebody mentioned before, Alexia Putellas, right? But I think we gotta talk about, I don't necessarily know exactly how I pronounce her name, but we need to put some respect on this girl's name. So obviously this is Alexia Putellas, Ballon d'Or winner, plays for Barcelona. We also have her other teammate, 19-year-old Salma Celeste Para. I don't know if this is supposed to be Paralueo or Paraiuelo. Could be that, one or the other. But I'll say Salma for now. Salma Celeste. 19 years old, plays for Barcelona. Um, she's a baller. She's been coming on more so like as a sub, like proper impact sub. Okay, doing your thing, scoring in a lot of the knockout stages. I think whoever ends up winning this tournament, you'll probably see. You know what? No, no, no. Scratch what I was supposed to say now. I think maybe she could be young player of the tournament. I think that could be the case. Lauren James is also a shout, but of course, with the red card and stuff, we'll talk about that soon. But I really rate Salma. Girl's a baller. 19 years old. I thought she was older. No, 19 years old. She plays with such poise and just like she's been bossing around for like 10 plus years. But no, at the beginning stages of her career, I believe she's won the under 17 World Cup. She's won the, I think, also under 21s World Cup. And now, if she does win this World Cup now, of course, with the big ballers, then she'll be a three-time World Cup champion in different, in all of the age groups, basically combined, if that makes sense. So I think that's a player that England definitely needs to be wary about. They have to, stay aware of such a player as Selma, because seriously, whenever she comes on, I'm like, yo, shit is about to hit the fan. Stuff is about to happen. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay? And she came in. scored, I believe I think it was 1-0 to Sweden. Then she came in 1-1. It was madness. And of course, 2-1 from another Spanish player, but like Selma, I don't know. I really like her. But with Spain, I feel like they're a team, at least from what I've gathered throughout the tournament, team that's definitely very dominant for sure. Of course, they've had off the field issues. What I've heard, at least, reports with the I don't know if there's managerial problems, but something there's definitely stuff happening. Essentially, is what I'm trying to say. But even though there is issues, they still were able to reach a final and also had the chance to win the trophy at the end of the day. But we'll see. But Spain, I am intrigued by for sure. I wasn't necessarily sure if were going to go all the way, but like I said, in the knockout stages, there hasn't really been much of an issue for Spain. They've done their thing. They've done their thing. Even in the group stages as well, they've done their thing. And I did predict them to win against Sweden. I was thinking, yeah, I think they're just going to be a bit too difficult, probably. But they managed to do so regardless. So I'll be interested to see how this final is going to be against England. Of course, I'll also talk about uh, who we will need to maybe look ahead of and be mindful of when it comes to England's team. But Spain definitely is, like I said, a force to be reckoned with for sure. So I think maybe would potentially a lot of people could maybe say that England would be favorites to this. I think they won the Euros. They won the what was it finalissima against USA as they won. That was a few months back. So this is Serena Wingman's second final, World Cup final with two different teams like this. She's a boss. She a baller. Yes, yes. Okay, there's even been talks about her potentially becoming once, if and when Gareth Southgate leaves, she might be in contention to become the new manager coach for the men's team. We'll see. We'll see. Hey, I rate her. I think she knows how to win. It's that simple. It's that simple. We'll talk about that in a minute, though. Let me read some more of your comments. Once again, people, like. The more likes we get, the more we're able to push the video out there for more people to see. And I do, of course, want to hear your thoughts as well. And if you're watching this on a replay, do comment down below your prediction. Who do you think is going to win? I do want to hear that. And pick up Jordan. It says unless it goes to pens, it's unlikely to clash with Premier League games. Villa versus Everton is clearly kick up. Ooh, okay. I don't see it going to pens, to be honest, but I hope it doesn't. I don't want it to be, you know, having to go to pens. I just don't want to. But hey, Dot says, "What's up? What are we watching today?" This is FIFA Women's World Cup final prediction. That's what we're watching. It says I watched Barca female versus Chelsea in women's UCL back in April. Oh yeah, I did watch the first fixture, not the second one, but the first one. If those games were anything to go by, Spain versus England going to be a tight game. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. I think it can be. I don't think any one of the teams is going to ran away with it. That is going to be a smashing. I don't think so. I do agree with you, Ed. It probably will be pretty tight. Harry says, I can see a very good game with England and Spain. Yes. I agree. Pick up the football power hour says, pick up sis. I'm with Spain. I feel Spanish. Hola, si se puede. Mi nombre es Sofia. Big up Football Power Hour. Do subscribe to this channel. Show my brother some love. Show him some love. All right. But yeah, so when it comes to, I do want to talk about England, of course, as well. I mean, this has been there we go, their road to, the final. And once again, the knockout stages. So, of course, you had, England, Nigeria, and then, of course, as well, England, Colombia, England, Australia, and now England versus Spain. But to be honest, though, the England Nigeria, though, not gonna lie, could, you know, they went down in 10 men, 10 women, I should say, um, with Lauren James getting that red card. And you know, she has to apologize. And also the woman that she did basically, had that horrible. She lost her head. She stepped on her, completely lost her head. She has apologized. I do think, okay, you know, she had the two-match ban. She missed the quarterfinal, um, also the semifinal, and she'll be back in, for this final. She's available. So hopefully you'll show up, and hopefully you can learn from this that okay, you could get frustrated and whatnot, but doing stuff like that, that's dumb. There's cameras everywhere. No need for you to do that. Not just because of cameras, because but also for like fair play. Come on, do better. But we gotta move on. We gotta move on. She's a baller. I will not be surprised if she does start or she comes off from the bench. But she's techie. She's good. In the Nigeria game, though, they had her wrapped around their finger, literally. She could not be able to create anything in that game. So obviously, that's the reason why, probably, big reason why she got so frustrated and the incident did occur. But the thing is, though, with Spain, do not give her Lauren James too much room. Don't do that. Don't. If you do, long day, long day. So if they do what Nigeria did, you nullify her, then hey, probably, possibly, yo, I cannot speak. Possibly, you're able to maybe, um, you know, obviously one part of the attacking threat you're able to diminish, if that makes sense. But also, there's still other players. I mean, Alicia Russo, former Man United player. Technically, Lauren James is also former Man United player, but now back with Chelsea. Alicia Russo went to one of our arch nemesis, Arsenal, as free agent. That still is that still hurts. Not gonna lie, that still hurts. But she can also be a force to be reckoned with. Of course, Ella Toone as well. Man, nice, player. Lauren Hemp needs to be spoken more about. That woman can play football. She techie. She techie. So they have more outlets, of course. They have more players to go by, Stanway and yeah. But like was mentioned earlier, I do think that this probably would be a very tight game. I really don't know. It can go either way. But the reason why, if I'm going to be very honest, I do think in this game, I might slightly favor England to win a little bit more. Reason being is because of their manager, Serena Wingman. Okay? I think she's Austrian. I could be wrong. I think she is. Either way, won the Euros. Okay, they basically the women showcase the men. This is how you see out a win. Okay, you score first, you score again, bam, finito, bye bye, it's done. Okay, this could be the case now as well. It'll be very tight, but I think they'll have just enough to edge it at the end of the day. And if players show up, such as some of the women that I mentioned, I think it will be their trophy at the end of it. I do think so. But I'm no way, shape, or form am I trying to discredit Spain. 'Cause I still do think that they have something intriguing, something exciting, and I think they're able to go once again toe to toe. But there's something in me, and there's been other games. Like I said, if we go back, in Nigeria, England, I said I think Nigeria might be winning, not just because of, or did I maybe say England might have done it? No, I did say England. My bad. I actually did say England, but I said I wanted Nigeria to win. But in the Colombia game, in the quarterfinal, I actually literally, genuinely did think that Colombia was going to go through, just of what I've seen, of all the games I've seen of Colombia, and how, like, especially the type of exciting football that they play. Um, it will be a bit too much for England. But no, England, they managed to do so, you know? And once again, when they were 10 women down against Nigeria, it's not like they ended up playing any worse. They actually played better. So there could be suddenly an instance like that in the final. Let's say they end up, having players sent off. They still could be able to, just have that winning mentality because they won other stuff before, and they've been, this is, another final, one step away from finally, winning that World Cup, right? Because the thing is, none of these teams, nor Spain or England on the women's side, has ever won the World Cup. Okay? If USA was still here, or Japan even, then obviously that would be, another uh, contender that's won it before. But none of these have won it actually. So there'll be a first time for both of these set teams. So that's definitely something that will be historic and exciting for this Women's World Cup for sure. Um, but I think England will edge it. I just have a feeling. I just have a feeling. Do you want to read more of your guys' comments? Of course. Let's see. I just hope you're well, by the way, Sophie. Yeah, I do feel a lot better today than I did a couple of days ago, with the whole Voldemort situation. But done a video on it, and we are now just focusing on the Women's World Cup. Tomorrow's Man United game versus, Spurs, and that's that. But thank you, though. Hope you're well. Ed says Kira Walsh going to be giving the team a full scout report on her Barca teammates. Ooh, yeah, that is Kira Walsh, of course. Yep, 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 yep. That's a good point. Same with the Barca teammates on Walsh. Yep, yep, yep. Vice versa. Yep. Full Power Hour says, ask, does James start or will she lack match rhythm? Mm, she could start, but then again, she could. I almost think maybe it would be better for her to come off from. You know what? I'm gonna say I think she'll come off from the bench. I wouldn't be surprised if she starts, but often sometimes she's been coming off from the bench regardless. So I think that probably will be the case. She come on, she come in as a sub, is what I reckon. Yeah. Ed asks, do you think James comes straight back in, or they keep the same team? Ooh, I have a feeling she doesn't start. Yeah, I would say they probably would keep somewhat of the same team. It worked against Australia. Australia, hey, they put in a proper fight. I mean, that solo goal from Sam Kerr was incredible. Incredible. So, 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 so good. But I think they probably would go with somewhat of, like I said, the same team they had against Australia. So she'll probably be on the bench. Bonmati for Spain is someone to watch. Okay. Putellas is also dangerous. Yep. However, she's recovering from being out for 8, 9 months. So she'll be starting to get up to match fitness around now. Exactly. I agree. Yeah. Don't forget Lucy Bronze is a Barca player for England. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on now. She also, I do like her. Lots of experience for sure. So, yeah, yeah, yeah. England, if they're going to do it, this is now. If they're going to finally win the World Cup, it's now. I ain't gonna lie. I just think they're gonna edge it. I think they're gonna do it. I really do. I really do. But Lord, I do wonder though, who's gonna be the player of the tournament for this World Cup? Often it ends up being the two finalists, right? So if regardless of who wins, there'll be somebody from this final. Could it be Russo? No. Maybe. I think Hemp is definitely a shout. If it's like young player, like I said, Selma Celeste here on the left there, or Lauren James on the right. Linda Casado, who is Colombian. I think if she maybe would have gone to the semifinal, I could have. I don't know. Potentially though, big shout, big shout. I really rate her, the Real Madrid player. But yeah, there's a lot of a lot of contenders. But she could then potentially also win it for the. Maybe she could win it for the best goal though. The goal she scored against. Oh, that was so good. Against Germany in the group stage. That was beautiful. That was the second game. Oof, 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 oof. Phew. But also Sam Kerr, like I said, against England in the semifinal, also a very good goal. So yeah, Golden Glove. Maybe that could be. I really like the Swedish goalkeeper. She's of Bosnian, uh, Bosnian ethnicity, but plays for Sweden, and she's been very good for sure. So yeah, there's yeah, regardless, it's been a very nice World Cup. I've been impressed with a lot of the goalkeeping. Yeah, a lot of you guys know like I rate goalkeepers. Like often that's something that is spoke of enough. The job that the goalkeepers do, but I rate it, and I think there's been a lot of players that's done very well as goalkeepers. For sure. I feel like often when it comes to women's football, people be like, yeah, but you know, maybe the quality isn't really there and whatnot. But for me, I feel like it's been a lot better over the years, especially this World Cup. I've been utterly impressed. And just the quality, the tech from not just goalkeepers, but also like in general in a lot of the games. It's just been exciting. Penalty shootouts, exciting. Um, yeah, but there's been so many different games where I've been like, yo, this is dope. This is pretty cool. So, nah, God, I cannot wait for the next World Cup. I wonder where that's going to be actually, the next World Cup, but for the women's, we'll see. Either way, I've been utterly entertained. Here's the player of the tournament for me is tough. I think Russo and Bonmati deserves it, or the Swedish keeper. She performed amazingly. Yes, she can also be a player of the. Yep, that's a fair shout. What is your favorite match of the tournament so far? I like Spain versus Switzerland. Ooh, you know what? Ooh, oh, there's so many. I mean, Morocco has been lovely to watch. Them being in the first World Cup and going through to the knockout stages. That's been amazing to watch for me. Um, I think maybe as a, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I loved when Norway played Philippines when we smacked them up 6-0. That was incredible. But I think maybe Colombia versus Germany. That was a really good game. I ain't gonna lie. That was that was incredible game. Yeah, I think so. Mid apartment. Pick up the uses. I also have a feeling that England could win. Exactly right. Oh, and Haiti. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Haiti performed well for the first World Cup as well. Yes, yes. There's been yes. Also when Brazil played Panama, especially one of the goals, I was like, ooh, we actually also got ourselves, Man United women. They did sign a Brazilian player, actually. I think it's Gacy. I might be very bad with pronouncing her name, but she looked good in that World Cup. Although Brazil did get knocked up and whatnot, didn't go through in the from the group stages, but still. Also, I want to shout out Jamaica as well. Jamaica's been very they've done well. Spain versus Japan as well. Yes, come on. Ah, either way, it's been a good World Cup. Philip says heard the rumor that the Glazers aren't selling now. Fam, I don't know. I don't want to ruin my mood with that, but yeah, well, we can talk more about that in the like I said, I will be doing a live stream in a few hours from now, and we're gonna be having it. Tottenham versus Man United. We'll talk about it more then, but yeah, I don't know. Middle Party says, but I don't think Brazil played very well as Germany. Oh yeah, Germany. The fact that Germany ended up getting knocked out, yeah, didn't go through in the group stages. That definitely is a howler. So there's been some upsets. Germany not going through, USA getting knocked out, of course, as well in the round 16 against Sweden. Um, Norway. I mean, this World Cup for me as a fellow Norwegian over here with the whole debacle. I mean, I've been very disappointed with Norway. There's World Cup. I don't know why I keep always predict or hoping or expecting that Norway's going to do something. No, we haven't done that for years. We won the World Cup in the year of 1995, the year that I was born. Okay, after that, there's been a couple of finals here and there, but the last 10 years hasn't been much to speak about. We often do not go past the group stages or get knocked out in the round of 16, which happened again. And of course, with the whole, managerial stuff, off the pitch stuff, it hasn't been pretty. But here we are. Harry says, I've loved this World Cup. It's gotten so much hype and publicity, which is great to see. Exactly. And I hope we can see more. I want us to continue to give this, women's football more exposure and publicity, like you said, Harry. I think that's important. So I cannot wait to see more. I definitely want to showcase more women's football on this channel. So, once we get into the Women's Champions League, do more stuff like that. Try to cover a little bit more of Man United women's team, show some love for them. I think that's important. And like I said, I just love football, you know? And it's amazing to see how far the sport has gotten, especially on the women's side, since when I was compared to when I was, you know, younger back in my day. It's gone a far way, okay? And it's amazing. And there's more to come, 100%. Before we slowly start to wrap up, let me read some more comments. Philip says England women has made England men look like fools in the second tournament running. This is, once again, I'm going to emphasize this. This is what happens once you just put more investment funds into the women's football. You'll see more of this. The females is now trying to win yet another tournament back to back. What? Euro? Check. Finalissima? Check. World Cup? Maybe check. Come on now. Come on now. It's amazing. The men's got to follow as well. It's like they have good players, but maybe the men, not maybe, let's be honest, we all know. Gareth Southgate, no. No, 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 no. They need somebody else. Whether that be a Serena, to be honest though, I wouldn't mind. But I think for the sport of women, I think it's also important to have the best of the best there as well. Why does it have to be okay? Your next step should be go into the men's football. There's nothing. Why does it always have to? Because I used to think that way. Like it would be dope to see more female in there, which I think here and there that's dope. But also you would want to also have great people that are amazing at their craft and whatnot in their position to also still be there in the women's sport as well. Why does it have to be we're gonna run off to the men? Why though? You know? But hey, we'll see. We'll see. Here says the comment section have been a little bit better than normal when showing the highlights. Hopefully soon enough the comments are nice and we can support our women footballers. Yeah, I think I've seen a lot of, you know, more positivity. Of course there'll be some decades here and there, sorry my language, of people being like, oh, who even watches women's football? Ugh, da, da, da. How about you shush? If you're not interested, that's fine. Do we need to hear your opinion about that? Not really. I enjoy it, and a lot of you guys enjoy it as well. I mean, obviously, I've been making a lot of content, and some of the, best views that I've gotten has been on actually a lot of the stuff that I've done for this um, tournament in general. It's been very good feedback from you guys. So not just I do it because I utterly enjoy it, but it's also nice to see that you guys enjoy it as well. So it just makes it very clear that yo, other people enjoy it, do more of it. So we will. Phil says it's great to see the women doing so well. Exactly. I agree. Harry says seeing the women do well is awesome. Yes. Middle Purpose says, but France was too good against England in the men's side, and England lost to Italy in the Euro final in penalties. Italy and France in the men's side are just too good for England. Yeah, maybe, yeah. But the thing is, though, Italy has done well, like in the Euros and whatnot. But in the World Cup for several years that they don't do much. They don't. But it is annoying when England, yo. The thing is though, they should have won that final. Let's keep it 100. They should have won that final. Luke Shaw with the goal early. They should have not sit back. They should have gone for another goal, kill the game off early. Just like what the women's did against Germany in their final of the Euros. They were able to score a goal. They scored another goal again. They kept it moving. Bye bye. Finito. Learn from the women. They know how to win. Can y'all showcase that you can as well, man? Us. Here says I'm looking forward to the women's season starting so I can watch parts of women play and I can watch them on YouTube as well for free. Yeah, that's I do love that because I've also watched some due to the fact that I think it's DAZN who does have the rights to show women's Champions League. And I think that's dope. More exposure. And I've seen a lot of people been watching it, so I will be watching more for sure. Cause once again, I'm a lover of football. Doesn't matter what gender and whatnot. I just love football. And I want to see more equality. I want to see more opportunities to make sure the game can get even better, especially on the women's side as well. Because hey, there's space for us as well, people. It really is. Harry says, yes, it's the AZN who have the right to show women's Champions League and women's La Liga. Yeah, okay, okay, okay. Minibar says, but wait, didn't England beat Spain in the past 1-0? Did they? Maybe they did. I don't know. But then again, what did it show for? Wait, oh, you talk about the women. Wait, they did. Wait, are you talking about the women or are you talking about the men? Because I think the women maybe might have actually played them before. I think you might actually be onto something there. I think they have. I think there was a friendly maybe earlier actually this year potentially where they did. I think you actually might be right there. Pretty sure I heard somewhere they have played each other and that England has won. Yes, yes. I think we're just gonna. Yeah, I think. Yeah. They have. I'm pretty sure they have. Thank you for reminding me of that. Yeah. Before we go, let me just quickly see how the likes are looking like, and do once again subscribe, people, if you haven't already. 16 likes. Okay, we'll take what. Hey, we will take it, and we'll run away with it. Okay, England women face Spain women in the Euros, and England beat Spain 2-1. Okay. Oh yeah. Then they might have the upper hand there, of course, as well. Hey, we will see. But yeah, guys, we're gonna end it at that. In about 3 hours, I'll be back to do the last stream of the day, which is gonna be Tottenham versus Man United. That game will be tomorrow. So we'll of course talk about the team news, predict the starting 11, and of course the scores. So if you don't want to miss out on that, make sure that you are subscribed, that you give this video a like, put on the notification as well. For those of you who live in the UK, that video will be 7:30. I believe it's 7:30. No, I'm wrong. That's gonna be 7 actually. 7. So in about 3 hours. But yeah, thank you all for being here for this live prediction once again. Just letting you know, I do think that England probably will win the final. But either way, I'm gassed. So stay tuned for the watch along for this matchup here, which is going to be on Sunday. And if you're watching this on a replay, do comment down below your thoughts of who's going to win. Okay? Either way, I wish you all a lovely Friday. See you guys very soon. Peace out. Sophie's out. Bye bye.